It's 10:01. All right, I'm 1 minute behind, but I'm here, man. I hope you guys are ready to have fun tonight. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care, and I look forward to every single Wednesday night because I get to see you guys. Well, I kind of get to see you, man. I kind of see you guys through the phone. What's up, you guys? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna crack my Diet Pepsi because I plan on working up a thirst here. I got dirty ones tonight, you guys. Here, I'm gonna clean this thing off. How about that? Clean my side off too. What the hell's going on, my friends? You guys, tell me something good, man. Who's got something good going on? Anybody celebrating anything? New job, change in life, something good? Denver, I didn't watch the Wings tonight, but you guys want to see something cool? I got a Red Wings card in the mail today. That's cool. I'll show you guys something. It'll be coming to a card care. Wow, the Jays are up 12-2. Holy crap! I've been busy all day. You guys kept me busy all day, in a good way. But I had time to walk my dogs, and that was about it. And I got the mail. I got that today. That was just me picking off some stupid sticker off of it. But so that was a cool one today. So 54-55, Gordie Howe. That's sweet, man. The boys won districts. I love that. My daughter is a cheerleader, so we got another football game Friday night. My son Dean, he's running tomorrow. He's a cross country boy, so I'm excited for that. I love the fall sports. And then you guys see, I'm here in Michigan. What's up, my friends? This was I got dressed up for you today. Hold on, let me do my hair real quick. All right, there we go. So this is full fall Michigan weather over here today. So I got to take the dogs for a walk, worked. And now it's Wednesday Night Live. So I got a good mix tonight, you guys. And I got a Pokémon card. I think I'm most excited for the Yogi Berra. It looks like it has like paint or like some sort of, marker on the edges. I got a scratch card. I got a slab. One of my buddies sent me a card in the mail that I would love to know how to improve, you guys, because it's a scoring king. It's like the one that we all love, like the 93. But I've noticed from even one of the ones I sent in, I sent one of mine in, I got a PSA 6 because it had a dent in it. I thought that it didn't look that bad. PSA, on the other hand, thought 4 points worth of damage. So it's 50 degrees in Boston, 48 in Michigan right now. It's dipping, isn't it? Boston and Detroit, I think, have a similar. We're usually on the same plane. We just get it a day or so before you. You guys get those nor'easters. But I got a lot of good stuff tonight, you guys. So if you want to watch, we'll cover as much as we can. I got the hot tub time machine fired up, so anytime I can say that or use that, I like to save my vintage cards to do with you guys. So, all right, let me turn this thing around, man, and we'll get started. Yeah, man, 80 in St. Louis. Damn, that is nice warm weather in St. Louis. It's been really warm here in Michigan. It was like 80 until it was like a couple days ago. And you guys, fingers crossed that my stream goes well tonight. Like last week, it cut off in the middle. So come on, please, Instagram, work. I paid my internet bill, I promise. So let me get rolling, you guys. And Jeremy asked about getting my products. And Jeremy, if you're new, man, I can teach you how to do the things tonight. So if you want to watch, man, if you collect anything like this, I'll teach you how to do it. And then there's like some good people. A lot of the people that follow my channel or even probably watching tonight are people that would love to work on cards for you. So there's a lot of good networking that can take place around here, you guys. So whether you want to learn it yourself or have someone help you with it, it's all good. And if you guys need anything from me, I'm Kurt. And I make a few cool things that I find handy, and I'll use them tonight with you guys, all right? So let's do that. And you know what I did? I'll tell you what I did. I thought that I was getting I don't know what I was doing. I thought I was buying a Topps Chrome card. I know the difference between a Topps Chrome card, and but I guess I didn't know it that well when I bought this. And I think I was buying like a variety of things, and I thought that I was getting a Chrome card in the mail. I did not get a Chrome card in the mail, but you know what I did get? I got a card that was inside of a very old penny sleeve, which hindsight, it would have been cool to show you guys, but I had to use scissors to cut down the penny sleeve, and I had to do one of those opens. You know what I'm talking about? When it gets old, and it was an old penny sleeve stuck to it. And look at the front of the card. Look at like his leg. It's like all the old sticky penny sleeve stuff. And this is a 1999 Topps Charizard that is an overall. The card looks in great condition. When I purchased it, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell the extent of the stuff on the front. You know, it looked good. But then when I got it, I'm like, oh man, this thing stuck to it. I go, card care demo. So let's do this, you guys. Usually you can get this stuff off. And like, see how in the light, you can see how it's like has those like almost oily spots. If you ever run in, now this isn't the sleeve because this isn't one of my nice ones, but if you ever run into an older card, same exact thing. Look at this, you guys. Same thing with this. Can you see it? Look at this. I put this one in a new case, but look at this. Now, I likely have some permanent damage on here, but this one, you guys, was all sticky as well, and I had to do the same thing. Or I had to run my scissors down here. And if you ever get to a card, guys, and you start giving it a little, you know, I just always give it a little bump from the bottom and usually just comes out effortlessly. But if you're buying old stuff and you get to the bottom and you go to push it, man, and it ain't going, you guys stop, all right? Just don't push it. Try to get under the top and like pick it up. And I mean, you can even use like another sleeve to get under there. And if it ain't going, just get out your scissors and cut it down the middle and open it up. I had to do that to both of these. And you'll notice that it's like old plastic, man. It goes bad. Like even tonight when we were saying, like, we got guys in St. Louis right now where it's 80 degrees. I'm in Detroit where it's 48 degrees. We got guys in Boston where it's 50. I'm sure we got people in like Europe, you know, that it's like totally different. So you guys, if you have old stuff in plastic, go check it out, all right? Go check it out, because if it's from the 90s, I can tell you what, this card looks like it's in great shape, but the surface isn't. So let's just try to get this stuff off. Now, what I want to do first, my friends, is I want to try, you might think card spray first, but when I have a sticky residue here, it's sticky is always, polish is always good with sticky. That's been always my go-to. That's one of my main reasons. One of the strengths of this stuff is getting old sticky crap off of cards. So let me go over here. And fingers crossed, because I'm going to show you guys some other Pokemon stuff here tonight, all right? So I'm crossing my fingers that this is an easy teaching demonstration, because I've been trying some other stuff that hasn't been very easy. And I don't know if I'm going to teach you a whole lot, but I'm going to share it with you, okay? So I guess, you know, my takeaway here, you guys, is we'll even try both of these. When you have sticky crap from old sleeves, usually card polish, this one, abrasive-free cleaning polish that I make, that will usually do it, all right? So let's just try to find a spot here. I mean, it will be obvious, but I want to do like the leg. You guys can see that, right? Can you see how it's like a buildup? And you can even hear it. It's sticky. Oh, sorry about the extreme close-up. And thanks, you guys, for taking the time to join tonight. I hope everybody is doing well. And thanks for just taking the time, you guys, for all the questions and orders. Man, you've been keeping our crew super busy, so I sincerely thank you guys. And so check this out. Hey, yeah, check this out. Look at the color of that. That's not the normal color, you guys. That's picking the crap up. It's working. It goes from, you'll feel it. It almost like gives. Like listen, I don't know if you can hear it. Listen. You can hear it, and then you can't. It just goes silent because I'm getting it. But that reminds me to tell you something. Let's just stop for a second, because I don't want to it looks a little bit dirty. If you guys sense it's a little bit dirty, just don't keep on getting excited like I was doing. Just stop and wipe off the excess for a second, because I don't want to scratch it. Hell yeah, look at this, you guys. Check this out. So there's the buildup, and look at his leg. It's like perfect. Perfect. But look at his face. That's the stuff we're going after. And you guys get some good lights, because what I'm doing right here is real easy. It's not like it's something you have to be like this trained technician for or whatever. I already made this stuff. You guys you can use a little wand, you know what I mean? You can do it. And then I like to move the card around like this rather than try to work on it from the same orientation the whole time. So I just want to get a good angle here, you guys, with my light. So bear with me 1 second. I'm kind of like looking at it like from the side here. So I will get a chrome Pokemon card because I like chrome. I like all chrome cards. But when I got this in the mail, I was like, I was hoping to I wanted to use my scratch remover on a chrome Pokemon card. That was just like, it's a good thing to test and good thing to do. And then when I got this, I was a little bit let down because it was dirty and not chrome, but it turned out to be a really good demonstration so far. So check this out, you guys. So easy stuff, right? All we did so far was this. You know what I'm gonna tell you guys? When you get one that's this color, let's stop using it. Even though I could say let's just use this side, trust me on this one. Nothing good comes from using an applicator that's that color. So let's take a second and throw this away. Okay, so 1 sec. Now, I usually keep more in here, but I don't have any more in there. So 1 second, I gotta go to my little locker here. But I'd rather take a second and get the right tools than scratch up my work, you know what I mean? So let's take a look at the front, because this looks great. I think this all came off. Oh, that's satisfying as heck. Now I think I got a little bit above his head. You see that? Look at my circle. I'm not trying to see Charizard. I'm trying to see the reflection. So I can still see a little bit up in the top. That's a really good turnaround. All right, so hell yeah. I still have a little bit up here, you guys, so I just want to see if that's chipped off of the surface of the card or if that is something that I can indeed wipe off. So let's do the same thing. I just got a clean one now. And hey, if you guys are new to this, because I saw a couple people write up, hey, I'm just picking this up, or I'm just got my stuff. You guys, this is probably the most common thing you'll run into is dirty cards. I know it's fun to watch drastic changes or things like that, but realistically, most of the times I'd say your cards are going to, if you as a collector, you probably got a lot of stuff that's in good condition. But if you look at it in certain angles like this, you just might notice that it's got some old crap on it or something, you know what I mean? And it's easy to take care of. Check that out. From the front, man, this we might have to do a little bit of edge work. You see that little blip right there? Boop. I see a little bump on there. We can take care of that. But let's look at the back before I get carried away with edge work. Let's take a look at the back. Yes, the penny sleeve was stuck to the front and the back. Because look at the back. It was bad up in here. This was because it was sitting in there like this, right? This is where I cut it off the front because you guys, I was afraid to put the scissors down the back because look how stuck it was right there. So I'm assuming it is the exact same consistency, but see that, you guys? I know I kind of fly through it, but it's a pretty darn noticeable thing. If you didn't know what to do here, this stuff isn't easy. This stuff doesn't scratch off with your finger. It feels like plastic. And if you didn't know any better or you were a little anxious, you'd be like, just leave it. No way. If it's some sort of substance, there's a good chance you can remove it, So let's let's keep our luck rolling here. Because I did a couple vintage projects this week. I'll share with you guys. I got nowhere. I bought some vintage cards that were stuck into a scrapbook, and I followed, my own advice that I normally follow, which is scrapbooked cards from like the 40s and 50s. The glue is usually glue that breaks down, and they were a little bit expensive, and I bought two. There were two different sets that I bought that were glued into scrapbooks, and guess what? I failed on both. I couldn't get anything off, man. So I was like, I need some wins. I did a Hank Aaron yesterday, guys. If you've seen the pictures, I put it up last night. That was a good one. That worked out well. I did a 1955 Hank Aaron, but my last two scrapbook projects failed. I couldn't get anything done with them. The glue would not break down. Oh, hey, thanks, you guys. You know what? I don't even have a whatnot page, I don't think. I'll tell you guys, I have a Instagram. We're on Instagram, right? Facebook, YouTube, and then my website. I can't handle anymore. I would say I usually get, between that, I'll get hundreds of messages a day. I couldn't even keep up, you guys. So I wish I could do the other social channels, but I don't like not being able to answer the questions, and I get tons of them. So hey, let's take a look. Oh, this is a good one. If you guys missed this one, watch this one again. I'm proud of this. This is great. It was but here's what it was, you guys. It was that sticky crap from an old rotten sleeve. Boom. This card looks good enough to grade. I don't know if it's a valuable card, but it looks cool. Hell yeah. All right. So I want to see. Okay, so look this is the same exact issue, you guys. Same exact issue, but this one's even a little bit older. This is 96, I thought. 95, yeah. So look I had to cut the penny sleeve off of this card as well. And you can see why. It was all like cooked onto it. However, I think, you guys, we can do a good turnaround on this. So let's do the same exact thing, all right? So let's put our charizard away. That one looks really good, man. It was had that crap all over it. Just let me cover it real quick. All right, that's cool. It's a good one. I'm putting it on my little card table over here, and I'm sure one of my boys will be happy to, maybe we'll get it graded, all right? If I get it graded, I'll let you know what number I get on it. Same exact problem. You guys, I love Dennis Rodman. Love Dennis Rodman. And, being a Detroiter, let's hope SoCal Kane said this card will rebound like no other. But wasn't that the greatest thing about Dennis Rodman? I was talking to some young guys about basketball the other day. They were like delivering some furniture, of all things, in my house, but they were wearing a Pistons shirt, so we got to talk about Pistons. And I said I was old enough to remember the Bad Boys, and I told them I was old enough to they said, was Michael Jordan like the real deal? Hold on, you guys, before I get talking. See this again? That was that second one. It got dirty again. So I don't want to use this on the gold medallion. The gold medallion, you guys, it's a very tender card. It's a very soft card. Okay, it doesn't have a hard plastic. So see how grody I got it? I don't want to use this one anymore. So let's just get rid of it, okay? I heard the good news that the Wings won against the Panthers tonight. And you're right. I got to fix up that Charizard top bump. Good call. Even if I got time tonight, I'll do that. I was the season ticket holder at the Malice of the Palace, dude. I'm in Clarkston, Michigan. So here's Michigan. You guys ready? Here's Michigan. There's the Great Lakes. So here's Detroit. I live in Clarkston, so it's like dink, dink, and then the Palace was right there. So it was like 5 minutes from my house, and that was insane. I was there when the Pistons won the championship in 2004. I worked at the greatest rock and roll station in Detroit and in the country, 101 WRIF, the Riff, and I would go and do our broadcasts from all of the Pistons games, and I loved it. I loved the Palace Crew. So you guys, I'm going to do the same thing because I don't know if you can hear it. It's sticky, and my thumb can almost pick up the card just by touching it. See that? Anything sticky, and since I know what the problem was here, it was one of these old sleeves. Card polish, not card spray. Anything sticky, card polish, man, will kill it. All right, but if it's dirty like it was on the Pokemon, we got to be careful with it. So I don't want to scratch it. So we're just going to clean a little bit at a time. All right, a little bit at a time. Yeah, it was some of my favorite parts of working in the radio business were the live broadcasts and, oh yeah, this stuff's on here, good. Doing the live broadcasts and going to all the Pistons games. I worked at a rock station, and I worked with some great rockers, like super Detroit rock guys and girls, and they loved the music. So being that I love music, but I also love sports, I would take all the live broadcasts at the Palace because I worked with a bunch of metalheads that didn't give a shit about basketball. And I'm like, I'll take all the basketball games. Man, I got to meet so many cool players. Just be a part of it. You know, it was almost like when you work for the radio and you're there early and you're there at every home game. You kind of just like become friends with everybody there. So great memories. Great memories. Can't believe it was 21 years ago. Yeah, you guys know, right? And when you're from Michigan, or if you meet a Michigander like me, we show you where we're from. So this weekend, you guys, I'll tell you where I'm excited. This weekend, so right here. What's up, Paul? So I live here, Detroiter. I'm going right here this weekend to go bow hunting because I love hunting, you guys. I love hunting deer with my bow. So I cross my fingers that I get some venison. Oh, look at this. Hold on. You guys got to see here. Hold on. So see the gold popping through? This, you guys, is the old penny sleeve that was stuck to it coming off. This will be a good reveal. Hold on. And if you guys are keep your eyes open for gold medallion stuff online for sale. Anytime you guys see a gold medallion card that has like this weird splotchy stuff on it, I bet you guys can remove it. I'm willing to bet, because as soon as I saw the texture of this, I was like, oh, I know exactly what it is. It's that penny sleeve crap. And it's just super satisfying to take a card that looks like it had a bunch of like rust or patina all over it. Oh, it's clean. I got a good cleanup, but I do have some permanent stuff. So I guess it gives me an opportunity to share a couple more things with you guys. All right. So we can try, but I want to tell you something. I'm going to show you something. So check this out. This is real. We can celebrate this. All right. This is a 1995, you guys. So look at this. Look how clean that thing came out. But check it out, you guys. We got some real deal scratches on this thing. Real ones, like more than I'm probably ever going to be able to do anything with. But let's talk about them for a second. Let me enjoy the cleaning part. All right. So Rodman's face, this whole thing was stuck to the card pack, or to the package, to the sleeve rather. No matter what, we're walking away with a victory on this one and a rebound. But it gives me an opportunity to kind of talk about scratches on this type of card. So let's do that. And we can try something, but hell yeah, that's great. That is satisfying. That makes me happy. I got a big smile on my face. It's much cleaner. It's very satisfying, and it's a good looking card. It's not a card that I could send off to, I wouldn't suggest sending it off to get a grade or anything on it, because we'd probably get like a 1, because it's good from far, but it's far from a gradable copy of it, you guys, because you see those heavy scratches in there. So let me tell you something. We'll try something. And if we haven't met before, you guys, hey, what's up? I'm Kurt, and thanks for joining the show tonight. So here's what I want to talk about. We'll talk about scratches. So this card right here is a modern era paper card. It's, hold on, this is blinding me. Oh my God, the lights. I just realized I'm talking to the phone and I was like losing my perception. I'm like, you guys there? Hello. All right. Amateur hour over here with the camera. I'm good with cards. I'm not good with all the lights. So when you clean that card up, then you're going to find the crap underneath it, right? Cheers, you guys. Thank you guys for joining tonight. So then you might think to yourself, well, hey, you make a scratch remover, right? Now let's go in there and get those scratches out. I don't mind doing a little try with it, but this is not the type of card I would suggest doing a scratch removal with. We're going to do a scratch removal tonight. I got a LeBron James card, and I also have a Lawrence Taylor rookie card that's in a slab that's scratched up, and we're going to do those tonight. But you guys, in order to remove a scratch, because you guys have heard me say this before, it's like, this has a grit to it. This is a micro abrasive. So why does it work so well on a plastic or a hard surface? Because it's a firm, hard surface that can take a buffing, and it's thicker. So you're not like buzzing through it. You're just giving it a nice surface buff, a nice shine up. But if you use scratch remover on a very soft, and what I mean by soft, you guys, soft, paper finish, foil finish, the card spray and card polish, gentle, like awesome, right? Like that's super kick-ass, really cool to clean up a card like that. And since it's just for me, I'm happy with it. It's cool. You know, it looked like crap, now it looks good. But if I started trying to buff off these scratches, I'll probably get nowhere, because these right here, you guys, they literally like damaged the gold foil. It's not like something you can buff out. It's not like in the plastic. So think about it like this. I want to do a good job explaining this to you. You can buff a scratch out of plastic. So like pretend that we zoom in on so here's the LeBron James Chrome card. So now we're going to shrink ourselves and zoom in. And now we're going to look at it real close from the side. And we're going to look at the thickness of the top coat. Let's just say the thickness of the top coat is the thickness of your fingernail. Let's just pretend. There's a lot of room between the top of your fingernail and the bottom. You can buff that, no problem. People buff their fingernails all the time, don't hurt their what's underneath, right? But if you went too far or too long, then you're going to cook into it. You know what I mean? So that's where the main difference is between a plastic chrome surface and a soft paper foil surface is. So that's why this got so easy. That's why this thing scratches so easy. That's why this was so receptive to holding that plastic on it from the 90s. It's just because it's a very welcoming surface, very soft and easy for stuff to stick to it. Not as much with a hard, rigid chrome card, okay? So does that make sense? I'll have the, we're going to use recovery later, you guys, so we'll do it. I'll put this over here on it so we can just do a little test on it. But that's really it. And like somebody wrote it exactly, no clear coat. So it's like direct, yeah. In order to buff out a scratch, the scratch has to be in the uppermost clear coat of the card, or it's just not going to work. All right. So can I tell you guys something else? I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, but I want to go back to Pokemon, if that's cool with you guys. I don't give up easy, and I'm not going to give up. But sometimes certain things I can't wrap my head around it because I don't even know if it's doable or if it makes sense. So I get the most common question that I'll get that I don't have a good answer for is, how do I get a wrinkle out of a Pokemon card? And then they'll say, hey, I see some people online can do it. And I'm like, well, what do they tell you? And they'll say, oh, people don't answer their direct messages, or they just show before and after pictures and they don't teach. And, I can't get an answer. So my answer to that was, it's not as situational, it's completely situational. So like tonight, if somebody showed me, if you guys sent me a picture, right, of a slab with scratches and said, hey, Kurt, how do I get scratches out of a slab? I'd say, use recovery, here's a video, do it. Very simple, I have one answer. If somebody sent me a picture of a vintage card with marker all around it, I would say, hey, I don't know if it's going to come out, but let me give you a simple process to try, right? But when people ask me, hey, Kurt, how do you get a wrinkle out of a Pokemon card? I'm like, I have no clue. Like, I don't know. I'm like, you can't soak them like as much or as usual like my vintage paper cards. They're like this freaking skinny. So they're like rigid. They're made in multiple countries from different sets. So some are hard, some are soft, some are... So it's hard, all right? But I want you guys to know that I'm not quitting and I'm not like waving the white flag. But I want to show you some stuff. I got to show you guys some videos or some pictures at least, all right? So hey, Mikey Mike, what's up, buddy? I want to show you guys something here. Let me remember. Cameraman of one over here, all right? But I want to show you something. Okay. See this? I folded that card backwards. This is a video, if you guys don't mind. And you guys, I'm kind of showing you kind of like behind the scenes of like how I work on stuff and the stuff I practice. I'll document it all. So I folded this card in half so I could get those really nasty like wrinkles and like bubbles like that. Then I got another one. I bent it up there. I bent this one like straight up across the surface like this because like I thought to myself, this is impossible, you know. I'm like, this is impossible. This will never work. And then that's the back. So I'm like, you know. And then there's another one, and then there's that one. So that's what I've been working on. Okay. So like, I got those, folded them all up, bent them all up, and I card soaked them. I soaked them all yesterday. I soaked them in card spray. And then when they're under card spray, oh, where is it? Oh, I don't even know where it went. So I soaked the cards in card spray because I tell you guys, never soak a Pokemon card. I'll still stand by that. Don't really soak them. Soaked them. I got the card tool out, smashed. I obliterated the wrinkles. By blacksmithing them, like smashing them down and like this totally managed, like just screwing up the surface. Then soaked them again and then pressed them like every which way. Just trying to figure out how to do this because I figure here's what I'm thinking. Oh, heating them. Oh, you guys, I even bought a whole new press setup. Look at this. Look at this. So not only do we got the heat press, but I got this new, like this backwards press. So I can bend the cards a little bit backwards and then flip them and do that. So I got like the whole station, the humidity, the flat press, the back bender press. You know, I got, if there's a tool, you know, that makes it easier, if there's a way, man, that's like consistent. See, here's the thing. I don't like having a process. I like having a process is what I like. I don't like being like, try this, then this, then this, and then turn left here, and then go down 3 blocks, and then you'll see a kid selling fireworks, and turn left there, then go up the stairs. Like, I hate that. You know, I hate that. So it's like I'm trying to figure out an easy way. Okay, so I'll show you my results, you know, or if that's what you want to call them. All right, I'm going to show you. All right, so one second. So let's turn this thing here around. All right. So, you know, I haven't thought of, I'm always thinking, I'm trying, you know, but like, here's where we're at. So, this is where, so I put these, you guys, between some acrylic plates and heat pressed them. So these cards, I freaking soaked the hell out of them, all right? Oh, thanks, Travis. Yes, I do like guitars. I absolutely like guitars. But look so I soaked these cards yesterday. They're pretty flat, you know, for soaking them all in card spray. So, I mean, that's cool, right? I'll show you. Let's take a look here. So then this one, okay, this one was the one that I folded really bad. So like, here's the best I could get the wrinkles down to. They're still there. But I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, you look at it and go, oh man, that's pretty dope, man. You got some of those wrinkles out. But like, I can teach you guys how to get it that well, but I can't get it to like go back to like looking like it wasn't there. All right. And then this was the guys where I had the back, the wrinkles in the back real bad. I got them down to that. And this was card, I folded it like this. I did it like this. All right. So I wasn't nice to it, and I fully card soaked it yesterday in a bath of card spray. Where's my Doug? If you're watching, my buddy Doug is a glass blower, and he sent me a tool. I call it the magic spoon, and I was putting to get these wrinkles out. Yeah, guys, I was going like this and just using the magic spoon that Dougie made me, and I was going like this, and if we're doing before and after pictures, do these create a good before and after picture? Yeah, sure. But if somebody's like, hey man, I really want to send this card in to get graded and get a high score, I don't think I could tell you that. So let's go back. I'll bounce back. Let's take a look. I can't expect everybody to remember every single thing. All right. So this one, I folded it right there and I folded it right there, and it was, doing that. I try to get a picture, I think, from the back. It was that on the back, okay? So that one, again, I soaked it, and then I got this one. This one's pretty good. I got that crease, though, man. Like, you can still see it. But the back, though, the back's pretty good. Check out the back. So, like, let me do a nice slow... Well, guys, watch this light up here, okay? So I'm going to show you good, bad, whatever. So full card soak on this card yesterday. I soaked this thing for like a half hour. So it was not a wimpy card soak. I soaked the hell out of it. So that's that. And look at this. I'll just put it right there. It's not going anywhere. And then I put it in the back bender. I did some back bends on it. Did some flattening. Did some other back bending on it. And then it's flat now. And let me show you guys where we were. So that was the back of this one. That was the back of that. And I got it wet, soaked the heck out of it, magic spooned all the wrinkles out of it, got it wet again, and dried it. And cool before and after, right? So my Pokemon lovers and collectors, I don't want to let you guys down. I don't want you to think that I like suck at wrinkles, but like physically, I don't know how somebody could get a wrinkle totally out of one of these things. All right, actually, this one's pretty good. Let me show you this one. Hold on 1 second. Where was that one? That was, what's that called? Cornerstone. Hold on. Okay, so check this one out. Yeah, the cornerstone, I folded across the center, and I could only get the creases down. See, the crease is right on this that line. You see it? That's the best I could do, you guys. And these cards were fully card soaked. Card soaked them. And that's the best I could do. All right, so for yesterday. I'm not saying that's the best I can do forever, but let me tell you some things. Here's what I learned. Let me tell you those. I learned that you can use a lot more card spray on these than I thought you could. So I found that, like, with the old ones, Wizards of the Coast, right? The ones that I like the most, and you guys, I didn't grow up with Pokemon collector, so excuse me if I sound slow when I'm explaining them, because I don't know them in and out. I know the materials. I'm getting to know the materials real well, but I don't know the stories or the characters in and out, so that's why I'm a noob when it comes to talking about the actual things on them. But Wizards of the Coast, I know that if you get those too wet, you can get a weird finish on them. But you guys, I had these things, I literally soaked these in card spray yesterday, and I got right on to drying them. I felt like I was cooking on a grill. I'm like, in one press, out of the other. You know how usually I'll tell you guys, like, leave it in a press, and let it cool down for hours. Since I'm just freestyling yesterday and I have no baseline to begin with, I'm just cooking these things for a few minutes this way, opening them up, turning them over. I was even putting them in that back bender just between the two, because you can't put a backboard between the one that's curved like this. So I was just putting pads on the front, pads on the back. Yesterday was actually one of the best card care days I had in a long time, because it was a bunch of stuff that I never ever do. So I don't have like a definitive answer for you guys, but it looks like, but I can tell you this, EX, yep, who just nailed that? Ding, ding, ding. EX, you guys, you can probably soak modern EX cards and push out the creases out of these things and dry them like a boss. So you want to do some testing? I give you the green light to get these things pretty damn wet, okay? Do some base cards, but get them wetter than usual. If you guys are, and I know you're the right Pokemon collectors are going to hear this and you're going to do it and be like, holy shit, dude, we opened up a new level. It's like, it's working. So the thing was, I think that keeping them wet for too long is what's bringing on the lizard skin. So I think if you just like give them the old plunge right away, work them out right away, and work them out and dry them, you know, it can help out. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you one more thing, okay? And then let's get to go or get moving. But these guys, like I said, all 100% soaked yesterday. Do these things look like it's maybe that one's a little bit wobbly? But I mean, I haven't like treated them like they're $1 million cards. Little bit of a wobble on that one. This is the one I paid the most attention to, and this one's like nice. All right, so that is my freestyle session yesterday. But I also want to show you something else. All right, I want to show you guys something, and then we're gonna move into another portion of the evening. All right, so something you guys I've had. Sometimes people say to me, like, hey, you know, I did a dent removal, and the card is like pretty close to being flat, but how do you really get it all the way flat or get it to look good like the rest of them? Let me show you guys something. See how you can put a few, but hey, remember this card, you guys, from last week when we did the rail marks and got all the rail marks out? Remember how nice this one is? So you know what I'll do after I'm done flattening them, you guys? I'll put them in with other Pokemon cards like this, other ones that are like it. And check this out. Put them all, put about, I think we can do usually like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7. And put it inside and then you guys remember, they're gaming cards. So this is another way you can just kind of get your Pokemon cards a little bit back acclimated, you know what I'm saying? You know, so like when you keep them in there with other cards that you've not worked on, they almost just kind of like fall in line with each other again. And remember, they're playing cards, man. These are cool. You can give them a little bit of a movement like this. All right? And then you can even let them hang out like this. And they'll typically kind of like all start laying down with each other again and looking good. You know? So that's it. All right? So that's where I'm at so far. So thank you guys for listening to that. I think it took a few minutes, but it's hard for me to explain all of that in like a video real quick. You know what I'm saying, you guys? It's hard to make like a video just about that. So that's why the live shows are cool, and I appreciate you guys watching them. Oh, all right. So now let's move on over here. I have been waiting patiently for this. Can I show you guys a couple things I want to show you? This would be this would make me the most happy, I think, tonight. Check this out, you guys. Scoring King. So Joe Dumars, one of the greatest Pistons of all time. All right. And this is, of course, the 93-94 Fleer Ultra Scoring King. But look at this, you guys. It has those track marks from the pack. You guys remember these good ones were on the back. And they must have been turned around and facing that way. You know, and anyways, you know, it's like unfortunate. So I had a question that somebody said, hey, can you, or somebody wrote, all paper cards, can they get a soak? All cards that I would say, you guys, that are from the 1800s all the way till about 1988, you can soak. 1989 and up, different. I call that the modern era paper cards. So this is a modern era paper card. And then, like, I can't soak this. It's going to get weird looking, but we're going to try something different. But we're going to put this one to the side because I need to soak this one. 1951 Bowman, and it is one of my favorites. Yogi Berra, Larry Berra, and you guys, Yog is awesome. And this is naturally why I was drawn to this card. I shared with you guys earlier in the show, I had a couple failures in the past week. I bought two different, one was a 1952 Yogi that I wanted, and it had scrapbook paper all over the back. I couldn't get any of it off, zero of it off. And then I bought a Jackie Robinson card that was glued into a book. I couldn't get anything off. So, come on, Yogi, get this off. So, like, blue is not a common color that I will see. I'll see stains, but I thought it was watercolor paint at first. I thought it, but then when I looked at the back, I started thinking, oh shoot, it might be crayons. And then I don't know. So it's like, whatever, right? I'm just gonna let's just soak it. And so guys, I have the hot tub time machine here, and look it's warm. It's been sitting here getting warm. And I'm really hoping that we can, it'd be awesome, wouldn't it? This would be a great, yeah, it's the Yankees color match thing. That's exactly what it is. And you guys, I think I was getting asked about about wrinkles on the Pokemon cards. I soaked those cards. If you were asking me about those, I can't read the last name or the name. But if you were asking me about the wrinkles that we just got out of the Pokemon guys, I literally soaked them in here and then worked on them. And I was just using my card tool and this glass spoon to smash out those wrinkles. I'll do more, all right? But I would, here's what we're going to do next, you guys. 2 different ways to use card spray on 2 different issues. So let's take a look, all right? So I'm going to put Yogi in here. I want to do face down because I want to see this stuff, if it will come off. And you guys, I don't want to push on it too much, all right? So what I want to do is let's let it sit, okay, guys? Let's let it sit and acclimate. And let's cross our fingers and let's say, please, card care gods, work. I really like this card, and if I get this one clean, man, I want to get this one graded. I love old baseball cards, and I always like to get old baseball cards graded. So let's cross our fingers on that one. And we're going to come back to it, all right? We're going to come back to it. And then for this one, my friends, this would be so awesome to be able to get this out of here. And it's got to go all the way away because this is a huge grade killer if you want to get these graded, and it is on all of them. I have it on, hold on, I'm over here. I have it on Shaquille O'Neal. It's a 6. See, look at the light. See it right there? Same dang thing, man. It's these track marks from the pack. So let's see if we can come up with a cure. All right. And it's I always look at these cards as well. Growing up, this was a huge one for me. Growing up, it was just one of the coolest looking basketball cards to that time, when most basketball cards were just kind of boring. They didn't really have a whole lot going on. They were just a portrait. So all of a sudden it went from that to freaking lightning storm. It's whoa, this is way better. So when you got one that was this and mangled, huge bummer, right? So these marks, you guys, be from the back of the pack. Picture the back of the foil packs where they're all crimped and closed. That got pushed into it somehow. Maybe just being stacked or pressed in the packs, or how they vacuum packed them. And what I'm going to do right here, I don't even know if it's going to work, but we're going to try it out. So what I want to do is, the back of the card is wonderful. There are no issues with the back of the card. So we're going to get Joe right there. Now this right here, I'm going to do a couple light mists of card spray. And what I want it to do, and here's the thought pattern. Hold on, I got a big old thumbnail print on there. I want the card spray to lightly dampen this surface. And I want to lightly dampen the surface. And while it lightly dampens the surface, we're going to have compression taking place, right? Because we're going to compress it. And with that light, constant dampness, touching that card, I can usually get that to activate those indents and relieve them and let them relax. And the card will hopefully lift and come back to its normal spot. All right. And if we do it right, this could be a big help for many of these cards that never even had a chance, that, they just came out like this. Because if you guys look at 93, 94 Scoring King cards, a lot of them are in, at least it's a card I've always looked at and will always look for. There are some of them that are just freaking beautiful, like that Shaq that I picked up. I bought it because it was a 6. And I'm like, why is it a 6? I bought it because I was like, why is it a 6? The perimeter of it is perfect. Well, you can't really see it. Just trust me. It looks great. But then you get under the light and you look at it and go, oh, it's that. It's this pack mark. So this one, you guys, I wish I could show you the result here in 5 minutes. I'm not going to be able to do that. But what I want to do is, while we wrap up, you guys, I want to do some scratch removal stuff. And then let's take a look at Yogi Berra. All right. And so anyways, take a look. And I don't even know if I'll get it out, you guys. This thing is, these cards are super thin. Super thin foil. It's old, so it's been pressed in there for a long time. And we'll see. Ben, Ben asked me, have I ever got a card back from PSA minimum size? Yes. Every single grading order that I probably send to PSA in the modern day, in the past 4 years, probably, if you send in 50 vintage cards, you'll probably get at least 2 or 3 will say that they were minimum size requirement. And the funny part is, I even buy all my card care projects in cases, crack them out, and do them so I know that, so I try to give myself a good chance that they're not screwed up. But I'll even send in cards that were graded sometimes and get minimum size requirement. Then you got to send them in again, and then sometimes they'll pass. And then sometimes you got to send them to another company and they'll pass. It's like the racket of grading vintage cards. So I think anybody that grades vintage cards would raise their hand and say, yeah, yep. But it's weird. They never enforced that years ago. If it was severely short, they'd call it trimmed. I felt like I was always pretty noticeable. But in the past probably 5 years, for minimum size requirement, totally. Who wrote Bird Rookies? Yep, I had to send a Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Dr. J rookie to PSA 3 times because they kept on saying minimum size. I stack it right in front of my other ones. It's the same damn size. I finally got it graded. PSA 8, And that was I'm what the heck's going on, So, no, guys, you won't make them shorter or taller. It's nothing like that. So you can't, it's just, it's grading. It's a grading company. That's what it is. It's not you. So, nope, you won't make cards taller, skinny. You could make them shorter or smash them. Don't smash them, but they aren't going to grow for you or shrink for you. All right. So let's turn this thing around. All right. So what I want to show you guys here before I let you guys go for the night, because I know it's coming up on the hour mark, and I usually try to do an hour. Ooh, hold on. Look at this. I see some color floating around. All right, I'm excited, but I can't touch it yet, all right? Oh my God, did you got SoCal, you got a minimum size requirement on a downtown, a modern card? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, no, you guys, cleaning cards and saying, that's something I've done for ages. My customers do that too. So yeah, I never had any kickback from cleaning your cars or anything like that, or cleaning your cards. But yeah, the size requirements are particular. All right, let me grab something. I'm going to grab a card mat. And guys, I'm going to always show this off because I think that this is important. All right. Super cool card, right? Lawrence Taylor, rookie card. But you know what's irritating, you guys? All the scratches on the slabs. So you might have seen me do this before, but I'm going to do it again because this is one of my display cards I keep out on my wall, and it's got scratches and scuffs all over it. So anytime you run into a slab that has some wear and tear on it, I want you to use recovery scratch remover. All right. So let me show you this. I just want to put a little bit on the surface, just like that. Just a little bit like this. And you guys see all the scuffs and kind of scratches on this? It's kind of hard to see with the white background. There you go. You can see it right above LT. Like, to me, it's real bad, all right? So then, this is an easy move, you guys. But so here's where, you guys, recovery is a fine cut abrasive. This has a little bit of a grit to it, all right? The regular card polish, you guys, is a cleaner and a conditioner. So if you need to get rid of a scratch, use this. So watch, I'll show you. I'm glad you asked. So if you've never seen this before, this is a good thing to see. And hey, guys, this is something, let me throw this out there too. If you are new to using recovery, I would say practicing on slabs like this is a really good way to kind of get a feel of how to buff it. So listen, literally listen. I want you to hear what it sounds like. So this is the side that I've just tapped it on, so it's a little bit damp, all right? So check this out. You can hear it. It's like a little bit of a fuzzy sound, right? So all I'm doing right now is just tight little circles, and you can feel it. It has a little bit of a grit to it. So now what I want you to do next is, after we do that first round like that, I want you to fold your cotton in half. So now it's dry. And you'll feel it, like just like when I was cleaning the other cards and I said it gets nice and smooth and soft for you. So check this out, you guys. Just that little application, the wet application, and then flipping it over and just finishing it with the dry side will get all those little scratches off your cases. Isn't that cool? So like, let me see if I can show you on the back. Okay. You can see all the scratches on there. We'll do the exact same thing on the back. And it is, especially if you have older slabs, man, that are all fuzzy and scuffed up. As a Brady collector, I have a lot of old Brady cards that were in some early slabs that were, you know, I really don't want to send them back to a grading company and have them regraded or reevaluated or anything, honestly. And being able just to kind of sit here and buff these out like this, and then let's fold it to the dry side. As you guys could imagine, you know, I'm kind of particular with how things look and how they present. So, of course, and that squeak, man, is telling you it's working, all right? Ta-da! That's my presentation voice. Ta-da! You did 209 plus of your slabs. You freaking win, brother. You win. Yeah, I think I would have carpal tunnel, but like I like doing one at a time. It's satisfying as hell. Okay, can we do one thing real quick, you guys? I know it's getting late, but hang with me real quick. Remember I said earlier that this would not be the best card for recovery on because it has a soft finish. Even though those are scratches, which they are, this is not a surface you can buff well. Now, I don't want to ruin my Dennis Rodman card because even though it's scratched, I still like it. But I'm still going to give you just a little quick, I'll show you guys that recovery I don't think will do anything for it. But look, I'm going to put it on with a little applicator. If I put recovery on this card with this and started doing that, I would pull the gold off of it. So I'd love to be wrong, but I don't think it's going to work. But I'm just going to try to see if I can get any of those scratches off. But the reason you guys that I'm telling you I don't think it's going to work is because there's not a thick clear coat on this card. And it doesn't have, I don't think I have the ability to buff these out because I'll just start getting into the finish. But let's give it a shot. Because if you try with this, you're not going to, and you see I'm checking. Well, we'll see. I'll give it a good buff right there. All right, so you see, I'm not hurting the card. I'm not pulling off any of the surface. It's not something, but it's just not really like doing anything. So let me show you guys. We'll see. We can all judge it together. Zero, like nothing, right? Because it's not a plastic finish. There's nothing for me to buff. I can't buff it. So the best I can get on this is clean it. And if you guys didn't see it, it was covered in crap. So this one was, even though it's like I got all these, it's all scratched to hell, it was real satisfying because it was stuck inside of a old grody penny sleeve. So the win on this one was getting it clean. Even though I make a scratch remover, you guys, it's really just for getting soft scratches out of plastic. That stuff just is a no-go. Okay? So that's a limit, but I want you to know. All right? And hey, you guys, if anybody, I see it, there's a lot of good, and thank you guys for helping out and answering questions on here. I want to share something with you guys. If you are new to card care, or if you need a reminder, because you'll see me use a scratch remover, right? And then you see me use the card spray, and you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do, man? What if I screw up? No. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to, if you get lost up here, go to my website. At the top bar, it'll say Modern Era, Vintage Era, TCG. You click on that. It will give you a drop down and it will tell you, don't do this with scratch remover. You can do this with card spray. Use card polish for this. I have it all laid out for you guys. All right, I got it all laid out for you because I really have, once you know how to clean cards, you really don't need a whole lot of like guidance. So like when I started doing this in the card care personally, I had like zero mentor or teacher. So I vowed to like document everything. So like when people are new, I'm like, start here, start with cleaning, do this, learn how to do this before you do this. So I am happy to coach you. All right. So, for all of my customers and all the people out there that buy all my stuff, love you, appreciate you, but I want you to use it and I want you to know how to use it. And if you need help, don't be shy. Don't be that dude that doesn't want to ask for directions. All right. Don't be that guy. I will help you. All right. Cause you bought it for a reason. I want you to have fun with it and I want you to have confidence with it. Let's check on my 1951 Yogi Berra. All right. Last card of the night. And I feel that there has been some stuff has happened over here because I am seeing, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, you know it, you guys. I'm lucky to have you guys as customers. You know, like I hate business owners or whatever that act like that they just like you're lucky to have me. You guys, I appreciate all the nice compliments, you guys, and I appreciate you telling me you like my products, and I appreciate you telling me you like the lives. All that doesn't matter. Without you guys, I don't have a company. So I appreciate you guys. So thanks for being the best in the business. Cross our fingers, guys. So let me show you guys where we started. Let's build a little anticipation, okay? Because I was excited about this one. And you never know how stuff's going to go. when you're buying an old vintage card. You know what I mean? Even if you're out walking. Isn't that the funniest thing? That is a great inside joke for sure. The strangest place that's got it. That's the best. I'm out walking my dogs, and somebody heard me talking and said, "Hey, I'm in the park, out in the woods." And somebody said, "Hey, dude, are you Kurt, the guy from the card stuff on the internet?" Out in the woods, of all places. All right, so look at this is where we started, and then that was, I mean, just all around it. So let's see. Here's where we're at now. And oh, dude, I think that we are successful. Sweet. You guys, I put the card or the circle over here, you guys, because I have a little heating mat going on here. Because I figured to keep like right now, I'll give you guys an example. So like right now in here, it is 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 46 degrees Fahrenheit, or 46% humidity. I got to keep all of these things happy. So it's not cold. It's not cold in here, but I like to keep the card spray like in the 80s because it was some sort of, I don't know. I mean, marker, paint. Like it looked like watercolor paint to me a little bit. But I don't know why somebody would be using watercolor paint around the edges. I don't even know. You know what I mean? It's an old card, but let's take a look and see the front. Man, the front would be the best. Oh, man, good job. Look at this. I don't see any blue. All right, hold on. Now, I know this is blue down here, but I want to do something before we take it out. I want to go with my finger. I'm just going to go like this all the way around the perimeter. Yeah, you guys, somebody could have had it displayed on something, or it could have been taped to something, or, you know, something could have, it looked like it was leached into because it was all around the perimeter, but it didn't look like a pen. So like, I will not buy stuff that looks like a pen. I hate buying stuff that has tape all over it. Tape sucks. But then sometimes when it comes to glued stuff like scrapbooks or weird colored like things like that, I'll take a chance. And like I was sharing earlier in my conversation tonight, my last two vintage projects that I bought, my last scrapbook projects I bought, I failed. I couldn't get any of them. The glue was like, it would not break down. This so far is not a fail. Hold on, I gotta get some stuff. This is gonna come out looking good. All right. So now let's get Yogi out of here. That was awesome. Yeah, exactly, guys. Yeah, this is one of my, and this is a shout out to my mom and happy birthday to my brother. Happy birthday, Kyle. My little bro, 38 years young today. My mom, you guys, is a big inspiration to me. She's a great artist, and she's always good with papers, plastic. She's a great artist. But my mom worked her butt off growing up when I was a kid, and she was a dental hygienist. And this was one of my first card care tools because my mom got one for me because we used to try to get little like waxes and little shit off of cards. And this was literally like my first card tool. So I've had a dental scaler in my hand for many, many years. And it's kind of just a nod to my mom. So like any tool that you guys like, you can use. But that's just something that I've always used. And you guys, sorry if I missed any questions. Oh, yeah. Hey, Ryan. I just saw, guys, let's give Ryan some good mojo. Ryan said he's got a card and pads right now. Guys, let's get a dent out Ryan, don't let nerves get in the way of having fun, man. Have fun. And I'm sure you practiced, right? Did you do a couple practice rounds? And if you didn't, you'll be okay. You're gonna be all right, man. Have fun. Enjoy it. Don't let nerves steal fun. Freaking hate that. I feel like I've let anxiety steal so much damn fun from me in my life that I decided to quit that shit. Have a good time. Just dry it like a boss. That's the biggest step. And look you're watching a card care show right now, and we're going to talk about drying. So look you tuned in at the exact right time. All right. And the thing is, Ryan, getting your hands on and working and learning, it's so freaking fun, so valuable. You're going to do a great job. And then once you know how to take care of your cards, it'll just be part of your routine. You'll always just buy cool projects, make them look awesome, put your effort into them, and you'll always get it back. So what I want to show you guys, so let's say I'm gonna talk to Ryan right now. So Ryan, if you got your card totally wet, here's what I want you to do. What I want you to do is I want you to always make sure that you put your microfiber on the back and dry it up the best you can. Give it a head start. And my buddy Scuba said, "Hey Kurt, why did you tap it all the way around?" Because, dude, it had a blue like dye or stain all the way around, and I was just tapping it to try to, because you guys know, so pretend that my finger is the card. Even though I can't smash the card like this, even I can smash it like that, and it gives it a little take, give and take, and it pushes out the blue a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. So then, Ryan, I'm talking because Ryan's his first day, and I'm gonna give him personal service, and I want you to flip it over. Anytime you're doing a card soak or a semi-soak, whatever. And if it's real wet, I want you to come up and do the front too. And then I want you to think steps down the road. You don't want to just think about what you're doing right now. You want to think a couple steps down the road. So you want to think, all right, so what's next? You're like, I want to get this thing drying now, right? So you say, okay. Then if you're working on a totally vintage card, you guys, and you get it soaking wet like this, you want to get a chamois to help you dry it, okay? So let me do that. I'll do a quick before and after real quick. Where was the before? So you guys, this is where we're at right now. Let's take a good look at those edges. And then this is where we started. You guys, it looked like this. And then, if you guys see, there might even be a little bit of, if you can even see a little hint of blue maybe still in there. Remember, I'm going to tell you guys something. This is still very wet, right? It's not, even though I damped off the front, I think it's still going to break down that blue, okay? Because I can still just see a little bit. So then what I want you to do next is, don't be afraid to touch the card. Just get comfortable handling them. And then the back, you guys, looks good too. It's all blue around the back. All right, so first thing is lay that down right there. Then I want you to put your chamois down, okay? And here's what I want you guys to do too. So Ryan, if you're doing a vintage card tonight, I want you to put your vintage cards and it's soaked on the chamois. The chamois is going to pull the moisture out of the back, okay? Out of the back. I don't want to use this nice front of the card to pull the moisture out because I want that to stay nice and bright and white, okay? So now let's put a mat right on the front. And we're going to put that right there. And we can get our clips. I'm looking for my clips because I got a bunch of card projects going on over here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what, you guys? I saw somebody say, hey, I used some Bounty in front of a chamois instead of a chamois. It makes sense to me, guys. Now, you just want to be careful not to get a texture that you don't like. So here, let's talk about this. So, Ryan, that was for our buddy Ryan tonight doing his first card, getting it wet and drying it. So here's what I want you to do. See this? That's going to remind me that right now it's 11:15. So I'll say goodnight with you guys here in a few minutes. And then I'll be like in here cleaning up the workshop and putting stuff away and whatever. And then in probably about 20 minutes, just 20 minutes, I'm going to change it and put this one on there because it's the most wet right now. So I'm going to pull the most moisture out of that thing here in the next 20 minutes. So then we're going to put another one on. Then I'll be probably going to bed. And then I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning in between, I'll probably be in this room probably between 8 and 9 a.m. tomorrow. First thing I'll do is come over here and check it and pull the chamois out. I'll probably put another one in tomorrow morning. So you follow me? That's 3 chamois now. One, then a few more minutes, and then one in the morning. So then tomorrow morning, let's say it's 8 a.m. and I'm going to put a chamois on the back of this. That's a 1951 Bowman. It's a little card, so we got less surface area. It's going to hold less moisture. It's probably going to be feeling to me and to you, if you were touching it tomorrow, probably about noon. So you're going to start feeling like it's dry. And you're going to be like, I think it's dry. It's not. It's just very close. Get rid of the chamois, okay? So Ryan, if you're still following me, get rid of the chamois tomorrow, and then just put, just put your black pads on it and hold it for tomorrow. Hold it for the next day if you want. Hold it for the weekend if you want, but let it finish between your black pads, and it will be nice and flat, and hopefully that dent is out of there and it's history, and it's all good. All right. So how do we do, you guys? We cover it. We cover it all. We got it all. And yeah, you guys, it's a toolbox liner, I grew up in a garage, so all the tools I worked with were pretty much all around me. So yeah, I was the son of a major greaser. So all the stuff that I had was, from the, auto parts section. But, we covered a lot tonight, you guys, and I appreciate you being a part of these with me. I can't just pick out 1 or 2 things, man. Like, I always have to do a bunch of stuff. I'm a thinker, man, and I can't. I'll show you guys. Here's the things that I owe you guys. The Yogi Berra, I'll do that, and then I really am excited about the Joe Dumars. Did you guys? Don't forget already. It's that one I did the semi-soak on. That Joe Dumars has the pack indents or whatever. That would be huge, because then we can go and find all the Shaqs and the Michael Jordans with all the dents in them and save them, so that'd be awesome. But all right, more awesome stuff coming your way. I sincerely mean it. I want you guys to take care of yourself. Do something good. All the guys too out there, and ladies too, but like, guys, I know, we get a little bit stubborn, and if you're older like me, you got to continue to not just take care of your cards, take care of your family, take care of yourself. Get out and go for a walk, just get busy living, all right? And do something you enjoy every single day. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care, and I'll see you next Wednesday night. See you guys later.